Welcome to Unhinged with A&M. I'm Miranda.
My name's Ari. Welcome in.
Welcome back, everyone. We're already on episode 5. 5 episodes in.
Girl, we're halfway to 10, and then we had to do something big for our 10th.
Gosh, I know. What would we even talk about on our 10th episode?
Maybe that'll be the ultimate episode where we get our relationship and life is amazing.
Girl, that's not even that far away from recording episode 10. So if there's anybody out there,
any dream guy who's just been hiding in the bushes lately, come out now.
You've got 3 weeks?
Yeah. So come out wherever you are. Oh my gosh.
But anyways,
what are we talking about, Miranda?
We're going to talk about our college days.
I feel like this has been a long time coming.
Probably. I feel like you and I haven't, we've kind of talked about our time in college to each other, but we haven't, fully talked about.
We haven't dove into, we've dipped our footsies in. Our footsies.
Our little toesies.
Our little toesies when it comes to, relationships within college, but not college itself.
Right. And, from the little bit that we have talked about, we've definitely had very different college experiences.
Yeah, night and day,
incredibly different.
I think that just coincides with our personalities and, how we ended up being friends to where we are now.
Probably.
But yeah.
I don't know. Where do we start? Do we start
maybe
getting into college?
Getting into college.
Okay.
So your senior year, everybody's, did you put in your college application to blah blah blah? And you're like, oh, that's a thing.
So, fun fact about me. I am a first-generation college student, so
Samesies.
Oh, yay! Heart hand. Cute.
Love it.
So neither of my parents went to college because my mom never even graduated high school, and my dad did a semester of community college.
I still don't think that counts.
It doesn't. No, it definitely doesn't count. I don't even know. I don't even think he finished the full semester. I don't know. But I was first gen. Because, neither of my parents went to college because they had me at 17. So they were parents already. And so it was kind of the expectation for me to go to college because they never...
To be the thing that they couldn't do themselves.
It was very much they wanted me to have a better life than them.
I feel like that's all, a good way of parents put a lot of things. I want you to live a better life. Because my parents were the same. Mm-hmm. But in the fact of my mom pushed herself to graduate high school, but that was it. She was like, I can't do anymore.
The biggest reason why, my mom didn't go to college is, well, I don't think she necessarily wanted to. But she had me so young, so she was already focused on being
a mom.
And, my parents, they got married at 19.
Oh.
They got married young, and then they had my brother at 21. So they started the whole family thing very early on. Mm-hmm. And, this could be a topic for another day. What's really funny is that they really pushed me to go to college, and then they thought, college made me too liberal. So...
Definitely did.
So, it's really funny that they pushed me to go into college and then got mad at who I became while in college.
While you educated yourself.
That's a topic for a different day. We'll have to have a political episode sometime.
It is on the roster.
Exactly. So
it's fine.
It's fine. But it was expected of me to go to college, but we didn't really have the money for me to go to college. So the expectation was if I went to college in state, I could immediately go to a big university. But if I wanted to go to school out of state, it would have been the whole community college to university pipeline.
Yeah.
But I toured UNC here in Greeley my junior year of high school, and I fell in love with the campus, and I was this is where I want to go. And at the time, I wanted to be a journalism major, and UNC at the time had a really good journalism program. Yeah. So it just made sense for me to go to UNC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was the only school I applied to, and it's also not a hard school to get into. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you lived in Weld County, and Weld County loves to keep their kids within the county.
Yep.
So I totally get it.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, so my mom, she only wanted all my siblings and I to just graduate high school because she set that expectation for herself. My grandmother never graduated high school, so she was like, that's even a bigger feat for her grandkids to also do the same. But my older cousins, they also went to college. And so all the girls of my generation of family went to college, where all the boys, so far, I have one more cousin who's not yet graduated, have not, gone through that path. But I went to a college prep school. So, like, I walked in thinking, okay, I'm going to go to college one day. And from then on, like, it was just a matter of when and who or where I'm going. So I applied to UNC, CSU, and UCCS. For the audience who don't know, UNC is the University of Northern Colorado, CSU is Colorado State University, and UCCS is University of Colorado, Colorado Springs.
You sound out of breath.
I am. That's why we called it the UCCS.
UCCS. How many times can Ari say Colorado in this episode, guys?
Colorado. I can't. Don't make me. But for me, my biggest thing was, like, I did not want to stay in Greeley. I was born in Denver until I was 4, and then I was raised in Greeley and grew up here, and I was like, Greeley sucks. I want to out.
Valid. I feel like that's how it is for anybody living in their hometown. Like, I need out. It's why I'll never move back to Fort Collins. But anyways, continue.
But so I was like, okay, I need out. So I put in an application at CSU, and I went there to complete my ACT tests because my SAT scores weren't that great, and I wanted that second option just in case. And I was like, holy crap, we just entered the university grounds and I'm already lost. I'm like, I can't do this place. Like, it's too big, too much for a small town girl. I'm not doing it. UNC was safe, and I was like, I don't want to be safe. Like, I want to be pushed outside my comfort zone. I want to explore the world just a bit. And then UCCS was like, oh my gosh, the mountains are your crown pretty much. Like, you are on cloud 9, you are going to live your best life right here. So ultimately I chose UCCS in Colorado Springs, and honestly I've like so much has happened since then. And eventually I came back to finish my degree here at UNC after COVID, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, COVID kind of fucked with my end of college, but that's like further down the timeline.
So you got accepted, and it's your freshman year.
Okay. So, it was like my first real time being away from my family. I mean, I feel like that's most people's experience with college.
Yeah.
And like they weren't very far. They only lived in Ducono, which is a small town like an hour towards Denver from Greeley.
I have no clue where. I'll look it up later.
Yeah. Frederick, if you know where the Frederick Firestone area is.
I do know where Frederick is.
So it's part of that tri-town area.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I went to Frederick High School, but I lived in Ducono, but we shared a high school with Frederick.
It's kind of like a Greeley and Evans thing. Like,
kind of,
I go to school in Greeley, but I technically live in Evans.
So like people from Firestone and people from Ducono typically went to Frederick High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Anyways, so I got my first year. It's when I was still dating my narcissistic ex as well. And I did amazing my first semester.
Did you love it?
I did.
Yeah.
I really loved it. I mean, at first I struggled because I had a really hard time finding my friends. And I kind of hung out sometimes with my roommate at the time, but her and I were pretty different. In terms of personalities, and like, I don't know. It was I struggled to make friends at first, and then I also I was a journalism major at the time, and I was learning like if I actually liked it or not. But I did great in my classes my first semester. But I did get kind of lonely, and eventually like I started hanging out with my then boyfriend. And his friends, and then eventually his friends became my friends. So, yeah, first semester was great. Second semester was not so great.
Was this when, like, all the deaths started happening?
No. So,
Okay.
well, actually, did they? No. Sorry.
Just a morbid talk. Is this when death started happening?
No. So, my second semester, I got really sick, kind of early on-ish in the semester.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had no energy and I felt awful. So I went to the UNC clinic because I had the school's health insurance.
Yeah.
And so that was the cheapest option. And they tested me for the flu and for mono, for a UTI, all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I will never forget that day because my doctor that was seeing me came back in and she was like, so you have mono, influenza A and B, and you have a UTI.
What?
I had it all.
Oh my god.
I don't even know how I got mono. It was probably off of some freaking water fountain.
Mm-hmm.
I never I barely drank from the school water fountains after that because I was like, I'm not catching mono again.
Right? Like, I would be horrified.
But I had it all, and I ended up missing like 3 weeks of classes.
Dang.
Because I was miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I went to the doctor because I had already missed a week of class at that point. And then she was like, you need to take the rest of this week off. So I guess maybe it was really only like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But there was also the semester I discovered that I was like, I could ditch classes. I had never been the kind prior to that
Mm-hmm.
to ditch classes because I was like, oh my God, my parents are going to murder me.
But then you were like, how would they know?
Exactly.
How would they know?
And like I think I also just got really overwhelmed trying to catch up in my classes after being sick. That I fell behind. So my first semester of my freshman year, I passed like all of my classes with A's and B's.
Mm-hmm.
My second semester, I think I only passed one class.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was rough.
That's a rough freshman year.
Yeah, it was quite the introductory to adulthood.
Look at my life now. Oh my gosh.
And then also my second semester, I was in so my first semester I was in Journalism 101, which just kind of teaches you like the basics of working in journalism. But then my second semester, I was really learning how to write articles. I was also working for the UNC school paper at the time. And I just kind of realized as the year was going on, I was like, oh my God, I don't think this is what I want to do. But I went to college thinking I was going to be like Rory Gilmore. I was like, I'm going to study journalism. I'm going to work for like the New York Times someday.
I'm going to be on Ground Zero reporting the news.
Exactly. And then it turns out that I actually really hated it. So I also changed my major that year, and I didn't tell my parents that I was doing it because I knew my dad wasn't going to be happy with it. So I ended up changing my major to English Liberal Arts, and I remember the day I told my mom that I only passed one of my classes, and that I changed my major, and she was like, we're gonna wait to tell your father.
She was on the same page. Like, this is bad news.
She was very supportive of me, changing my major, and like she understood like that I got really sick that semester, and that's why I really struggled. But my dad was very much the kind of person of like, you're an English major, so you're gonna be a teacher. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be a teacher. He's like, well, then what the fuck are you gonna do with an English degree? Newsflash, there's actually a lot that you can do with an English degree, people.
You could do. Copywriting is a huge thing right now.
You could literally work in any field if you have an English degree. Like, I could go work for the science field. Who the fuck wants to write all those big textbooks?
English majors?
Exactly. Like, literally, if you have, like, having an English degree under your belt opens up the door to so many professions. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to be a teacher, which is funny because now I work for a school. But I'm still not a teacher.
You're still not a teacher. Let that be on the record of this date.
But, like, that was basically a lot of my college experience was telling people, like, yeah, I'm an English major. Oh, so you're going to be a teacher? No.
No.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know what you're going to do with that then. You're like, bitch.
Like, I could do fucking anything. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But anyways, after I failed like all of my classes my second semester of college, I did get put on academic probation. And that was rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was your first year?
It was alright.
Oh no.
Okay, so I went to UCCS, and the first thing that like was different about me is I got like the bougie dorms is what they called them.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that you had your room to yourself. Your roommates had their own rooms.
Oh man.
So
that sounds lovely because I shared my room and it was the shared bathrooms with the whole floor.
Ooh, yeah.
It was
No,
so
we had
gross.
a shared bathroom with me and two other roommates. So, but one of them was like an actual friend of mine. And then the other was just like a random girl that they paired us up with because it was like a 3-room combo. And it was fine. But like I quickly like realized like there was like a us versus them mentality. Like, oh, she's bougie. She comes from rich money. I'm like, no, bitch. I got student loans and I'm going to live in my life in comfort because fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to risk my own sanity for saving a buck. Like, I'm already going into debt with this. Why does this matter? So I was in the bougie dorms. So immediately too, I got a job at the dining hall there. And I loved it. Oh my gosh. Like, if I could say I loved, like, besides working at our current place of work right now, this by far was my favorite job because I came in and everybody's like, Ari! And I was like, I love you all so much. And not to mention, had a massive crush on the student manager there.
Of course you did.
He was fucking hot. Oh my god. And it was to the point of like I couldn't speak in front of him without being Twitter pated. Because you'd be like, okay, pretend like you're the super hot, handsome man crush and you said hi to me.
Hello.
Hi, nice to see you. Like, I would get so flabbergasted. I was like, and like he had long hair and he had dark skin. Like, oh.
Was he like a Fabio?
He was my Fabio.
He was your Fabio.
Honestly, I don't think Fabio's handsome, but this guy was.
I'm so glad we're on the same page.
I really liked him. I really liked him. Anyways. So I had a fun time going into work, and I started enjoying it not only because of handsome guy, but because my manager at the time was transitioning. Like, they were a girl. I remember them as their current name. They were a girl before, and then they were transitioning into a guy, and they had like this line tattoo. Like, one line was like full blocked out and the other was just lines, and they're like, I never got around to finishing the other one. It's fine. And I'm like, if that had to describe my entire dining hall experience, that's it. Like, it was so fun, and I loved everybody, and I treated working like a game. Like, you remember Diner Dash back in the day?
Yeah.
I treated being in Dish Pit as Diner Dash.
I feel that. I feel like you had a much more enjoyable time with your dining hall job.
Yeah.
Than I had with my dining hall job.
This is freshman year.
Okay.
We'll get to later.
Okay.
But freshman year, dining hall, I loved it. Absolutely best time of my life. But on like the sickness side, I feel you, fam, because I got sick and I didn't know what was wrong with me.
Oh no.
So I would get like these massive pains in my stomach, and I thought it was like gas or like something, and like I would go to the doctor. I went to the ER like several times, and I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me, because I would be crying like level 10 pain.
Oh, no.
And they're like, we don't know what's wrong. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what's wrong? Like, I'm clearly not happy.
Yeah.
Like, this is causing severe pain. Like, why aren't we doing anything about this?
Yeah.
And it was such a chore just to get anybody to do anything for me. And so throughout my freshman year, I've dealt with this like raging pain, but also like trying to navigate college life. So both semesters in freshman year of college were fine. A lot of the stuff, because I went to Ames for a bit and did concurrent enrollment through my high school, like, I'm like, I already know this stuff. I already know how to act like a college student.
Ooh,
why am I here?
So mature.
So mature. And a lot of people told me that too growing up. They're like, are you a senior? I'm like, no, I'm just a freshman. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just living my best life here. And it was such a great time. And so UCCS does a great job of this, is that they have like a lot of community events to where you sit down, intermingle with people, get to know others. And it was great. I couldn't tell you anybody's name besides my friend from freshman year because it was so many people.
Yeah.
Like, I befriended so many people in such a short amount of time, but none of them were like that long lasting.
Yeah.
Besides Ben.
Ben.
Ben. Oh, he was the NASA guy. Did I tell you about Ben?
I don't think so. Was he one of the guys that you were like in love with in college?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Ben. Yeah, he's not in NASA anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyways, so my hormones were rabid in my freshman year. And, like, not in the point of, like, I would sleep with a lot of people, but in the point of I crushed on literally everybody.
Fair. Were you single going into college?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was single, and I'm, like, never... I had this, like, longest term online relationship that I talked about last episode, I think. But that broke off October. So August, October. That lasted 2 months into my freshman year of college, and then I was free. And I was like, love everybody, and please date me.
Yeah.
Dining hall student manager guy. Please, 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 please. Funny story. I actually got close to his friend from the dining hall so I could get close to him. And turns out that friend also wanted to sleep with me.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't get it though.
Oh.
I didn't. No, that went over my head. Like, this was also the year that I realized advancements didn't exist.
I'm going to make a really inappropriate joke.
Go for it.
You could have had an Eiffel Tower moment. Is that what I'm hearing?
Fuck me. I hate that I look back at my college experience and I say, you fucking idiot, at younger Ari every single time.
If you had been given the opportunity, would you have?
Eiffel Towered it?
We're getting real this episode, guys.
I would not, just because I didn't like the friend that had a crush on me like that.
That's fair.
Nowadays, I would have slept with him just to sleep with him.
But the experience, Ari.
I don't think he would agree either. I'm thinking about the logistics because, like, this, okay, one was a very dark, I think he was Native. Okay, so student manager guy was very much Native. This other guy has the same name as D.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So, like, and those two, and this other guy, also named D, is also pale white.
Girl, you cannot talk today.
I cannot. You brought up the Eiffel Tower, and now I'm like, God damn it, I could have had that, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, no, I don't think that would have been a thing. I don't think I would have said yes either because I was too terrified of the fact I hadn't slept with anybody at that point either. So, like, even the idea of sleeping with anybody was like,
it was intimidating.
That's intimidating.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Two at the same time for your first experience probably would have been a lot.
I probably would have been turned off from guys. Like, let's be honest.
Would have made for a wild story, though.
That would have been a wild story. Oh, my gosh. But, no, it was my girl crazy years, but also did not. Oh, here's another mini story because my freshman year was wild, man. Every other year after that's boring compared.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm front loading. So when my first birthday during my freshman year, December, I was like, okay, I really want to go to the mall. Their malls are great. And I'm like, I never had a Build-A-Bear, so we went to Build-A-Bear Workshop. It was so great. And, like, I felt like a little kid again. And it was all girls, so I'm like, it was a girls' day. I had Build-A-Bears, and I was, like, in my world with my girlfriends at the time. And then we go to mini golf. And there was this guy, and I'm like, oh, he seems cool. And I go to pay. He's like, hey, would you like your receipt? And I'm like, no. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, let me know if you need your receipt. Okay. And so we go about our golf game. And at the end, like, I'm like, thank you so much. He was like, oh, wait, you forgot your receipt. And I'm like, no, I told you I didn't want my receipt.
Yeah.
And, like, this guy was very insistent that I have my receipt. And I'm like, what's this guy's deal? So I go on and leave, and I'm driving us back. And I look over at the car. I'm like, wait a minute. Was this guy flirting with me?
He was trying to give you his number,
He
probably.
was.
Oh, my gosh.
He definitely was. And it took until the car ride back for me to realize that was his intention.
My sweet, oblivious Ariana.
That's the one where I'm like, that one got away for sure. I didn't know.
Oh, Ari.
It was so hey, random guy, if by a stroke of 1 in 1 million you hear this, I am so sorry. I genuinely didn't know.
And also, she's single, so there's that.
Hey, what's our 10-day timeline? Oh my god.
This has been a roller coaster so far, but I'm loving it.
Yeah. So, so my freshman year, that's
Okay.
pretty much how it closes off. At one point, I did dining hall student manager guy. Did end up going to his place. He had a great vinyl collection, and I was like, oh, well, something actually happened. Nothing ended up happening because I was so freaking awkward. I couldn't speak to him still, and I knew that was him giving me an in now. But at the moment, I was like, he's so nice showing me his place like this.
Oh, my sweet, sweet, oblivious Ari.
Oh my god. I understand. That's cutting. That's being cut. I understand why I acted and reacted the way I did. I still get to hate myself for doing that afterwards.
That's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, that was my freshman year, man.
Freshman year. Wow. That was way more exciting than my freshman year. Besides the fact that I got really sick.
In that aspect, we both really flourished unexpectedly in that part.
Say my sophomore year was where things kind of started to get ramped up a little. But even then, I feel like my sophomore year was kind of tame. I started my job at the dining hall my sophomore year.
At your sophomore year?
Yeah, my second year.
First semester?
Yes.
Okay.
So, because I stopped work, so I changed my major.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up quitting the UNC newspaper because I was like, I'm not going to be a journalist. It only paid me $15 per published article, so I was making $15 a month maybe.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, I need a real job.
Yeah, no.
And so the dining hall is probably the pinnacle of my entire college experience.
I wonder if that's a pinnacle of a lot of other people's college experiences.
But this is the most toxic workplace I have probably ever worked at.
See, mine was opposite. It was the most fulfilling and loving workplace for me.
For starters, okay. So I put in my application. I originally didn't want to work at the dining hall, but when you put in an application at the dining services at UNC, it has you list your top 3 places that you want to work.
Yeah.
So there's you. So I think I put Coffee Corner, the coffee shop, as my number 1.
Okay.
And then Munchie Mart, and then the dining hall was number 3. But I didn't know where to turn in my application, so I turned it in at Holmes Dining Hall.
Yeah.
And I was like,
here you go.
Here you go. And the manager at the time, he called me up. He was like, so I know we're not your first choice.
Oh, no.
But I'm going to interview you. And so I go in, and this is I guess it's not my first interview because I did interview for the UNC paper. But I've never really done an interview before. The interview, I think, lasted maybe 10 minutes. And he was like, well, can you start today?
Damn.
And I was like,
They're like, go on the floor.
I was like, sure, I can start today. That's fine. So I started the same day that I got hired. And like, if you think that's sketchy, wait until I get to later on in the dining hall, right?
I'm already sketched out like that.
So
they're like, we so desperately need you, Miranda. Go to the floor now. And
like, don't get me wrong. I really liked working at the dining hall when I first started working there. Like, I was in it. I really liked the people that I was working with. It was great. But like, hindsight, the dining hall was so cliquey.
Ooh.
It was so cliquey. Like, the student supervisors that like ran the shifts, so like the student managers, essentially we call them supervisors. They were always the ones that would let like management know who the next round of supervisors should be. So if you were in with the supervisors,
then you're in the main clique.
You're in the main clique. And like, they were some mean people that worked at the dining hall. And like, I look back at some of the stuff like from my dining hall days, and I'm like, wow, I was part of that clique because I was accepted by the supervisors at the time. So I'm gonna kind of fast forward college days and like talk about like my dining experience as a whole.
Yeah, you go for it.
So a year in, not even a full year into me, like my second semester of college, I was already getting promoted to supervisor. And like at this point, I'm getting off of academic probation as well. Like, I did really well that my first semester of my sophomore year, but I didn't quite do well enough to get off of academic probation at that point.
So we're kind of like on watch?
So I was put on academic watch, but I was working my ass off because I was always a really good student, right? Well, it turns out I'm also a workaholic. So I worked my ass off my sophomore year to get off of academic probation. But then, like, halfway through the school year, they let me know that I was going to get promoted to supervisor. And I was like, that's great. I haven't been working here for a full year, and I'm already getting promoted. And then as I was going through my supervisor training, the step up from the supervisor was the lead student supervisor. And that was, like, the student that was like oversaw all of the students, and like a step down from like the adultery. I mean,
wow, that took a massive turn. Like, now we're in adultery.
Now,
like, dang,
I can't talk. So like,
it's all good.
You had the personnel supervisor who was like the adult, right?
So the
like
big bad boss.
Yeah. So like, he was outside. Like, he had graduated. Like, he was like an old man, way out of college, hired by the university,
like an actual university employee.
Yeah. So it was like a step down from him. And then you had the supervisors, and then you had, we called them like the normal student
staff
employees.
Yeah.
The blue shirts, because how you differentiated them was that you had your blue shirts and then you had your stripes. The supervisors were the only ones who wore stripes on their shirts. So for context, I'll probably be using those words a lot.
Okay.
So the lead student supervisor oversaw all of the stripes and all of the blue shirts. And they were kind of like the bridge between the employees, the student employees, and like the big bosses, right?
Can I just say, like, the terms you're like already cliquey.
Yeah.
Like, without even having to be like, this is what this clique, like, like the stripes, like, it feels like a gang, like, snap.
Well, and like, when we would have our meals before our shift too, like the people, so the supervisors, the stripes, they sat at the head of the table, like all of them did, and like their friends that were still blue shirts would sit with them, and then like it got further down the table. So if you were sitting up, if you were accepted to sit, like, it was kind of an acceptance thing. Like, you had to be accepted to like sit up at the head of the table with the supervisors, right? And I got accepted into that. So I got trained. So during my training to be a supervisor, I got told that I was also going to become the lead student supervisor after the current one graduated later that year. And there's always two lead supervisors. So it was me and this other guy that got trained at the same time. And so I thought I was killing it. Like, not even a full year into me working at the dining hall, and I was already getting promoted twice.
Yeah.
So I was so proud of myself, right? I was like, man, I am working hard. I'm getting school back on track. And like the end of my sophomore year was when things were like really not good between me and my narcissistic ex. But then I also went to my first party.
Oh, that was a turning point too. Party Miranda.
So my first college party was a dining hall party. And again, you were only invited to these parties if you were in. And at this point, I am in. Like, the other supervisors like me. And it's the end of the year party when all, like, the other supervisors are graduating. And, so I go to this party, and I wasn't originally planning on really drinking because I was going to my parents the next day. I think I was going home for the weekend. It's a Friday night. But we had, like, our employee appreciation party. We had, like, an award ceremony at the end of every year to, like, it was, like, a voting thing. Like, you voted for who was, like,
best in dish pit. Or...
Exactly, yeah. So we had that, and then I was invited to the party, like, at the employee appreciation party. So it was, like, at one of my coworkers' houses. I wasn't going to drink because I never really done that before. Because I was a goody two-shoes. And I, like, didn't party at all in high school. And so they were playing this game called Tour de Franzia. Do you know what Franzia is?
I feel like it's a French word.
It's It's the boxed wine.
Oh, yep, I got you. Yep.
And the rule of the game is that you are in, like, teams of 3 or 4. And it's a race between the teams of who finishes their bag of wine first wins.
Oh, shoot.
And
did you win?
We're getting there.
Oh.
So I wasn't on a team. I was like, I think I was drinking a Coors Light, and at this point I didn't really like beer, but I was like, well, it's a party. I guess this is what you do at parties. This is my first college party.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Be accepted.
And
be accepted.
One of my supervisor friends, one of the ones that was graduating, he's like, so my team just bailed on me, and I need you to be on my team. And I was like, oh, God, okay, sure, I'll be on the team. Girl,
Mistakes were made.
I don't think anybody truly won that night.
Oh.
Because we were all racing to drink out of our bags, and then another one of our coworkers comes in, and she has Jell-O shots, so we all take Jell-O shots as well. And it gets to a point where you've had so much of your bag that, like, nobody really cares about the rules anymore.
Yeah.
And so I definitely drank out of all 3 bags that night.
Yep.
My first time ever being drunk, I don't remember.
You blacked out.
Most of the night. I kind of vaguely remember them walking me back to my dorm on the clear other end of campus. The fact that I didn't get, like, caught by the RAs is wild to me. But I remember...
I don't think they would care at that point.
Well, if I came in underage, incredibly intoxicated, they, like, mandatory reporters.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that I didn't get caught bewilders me because I don't remember how I got inside. And then the next day, people were telling me stories, and I'm like,
who is she?
What did I do? But I woke up the next day in my bed, and, like, my roommate was gone, and I'm pretty sure I was still drunk. TBH. And my phone had been dead. And I'm so glad I woke up at the time that I did because I was going home that day. My parents were coming to pick me up to take me home for the weekend. I think it was Mother's Day weekend. I think that's what it was, and that's why I was going home that weekend.
What a great gift for your mom.
So
Drunken Miranda.
I remember I texted my parents, and my, like, issues aside with my parents, they're cool. And I remember I texted them, and I was like, hey, so I went to my first party last night, and I got really drunk, and I am very hungover today. Fair warning.
Fair warning.
And so I took a shower, and like they came and they picked me up. And I was like, I wasn't doing too hot, but I was doing okay enough until my parents pulled into the Wendy's drive-thru and ordered me a Baconator, and they were like, you have to eat this. And I was like, please
don't make me.
Please don't make me eat this. Food is the last thing that I want. They're like, but you need hangover food. It's going to make you feel so much better. And I was like, please don't. I threw up in my dad's car.
Yep.
Like, I took one, like, I remember I put the sandwich up to my nose. I took one sniff of it, and I was just...
You didn't even bite it? You just sniffed it?
I just sniffed it.
Oh, my God.
So, I don't think I've been that hungover since that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I will never be wine hungover again because it's awful.
Yeah.
0 to 10, don't recommend. So yeah, that was my first college party, and I kind of fast forward into like my other party days. Most of the parties I went to in high school were dining hall related.
Yeah. You mean college?
College. Did I say high school?
You did say high school.
Oopsies.
It's okay. She's already done cries. I'm just kidding. No.
But yeah, so pretty much every party that I went to in college was dining hall parties. And the dining hall parties at UNC are just, I mean, they're probably more tame than like the frat parties, but they're still
up there.
They're still up there.
That's fair.
Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh.
That was the start of the chaos.
The start
of college.
And that kind of blended in to the rest of your schooling at UNC?
Kind of. I got off of academic probation after my sophomore year of college. Like, I killed it.
Nice.
And then I think that's when the death started.
Oh, see, guys, I wasn't crazy. The death was coming.
So that summer, I moved in with the girl that I was friends with and rooming with at the dorms our sophomore year.
Uh-huh.
Which also, in the end, turned out to be, like, a horrible mistake. She was awful.
Another day, guys.
Another day. And, like, the friend group that I was in was just super toxic. Gosh, when was the first death for me in college? Because I had experienced death before then.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my senior year of high school, I had, like, 5 or 6 classmates die in my senior year, including one of my friends.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
it's not fine, but okay.
It's not fine, but it's fine. Anyways, and so my dog died at the end of my freshman year. Yes.
Puppy.
And then I don't think anybody died my sophomore year, but then that summer after my sophomore year, my great aunt and my great uncle passed away. And then a few weeks after they passed away was when my best friend Zach died.
Oh.
And then a few months after Zach died, my cousin that had just been born passed away 2 days after she was born.
Oh,
yeah, so
baby.
Like it was like 4 deaths back to back. And one of those people was my best friend. Like Zach was one of my best friends. And this was also the time like my narcissistic ex and I had broken up. I got into that situationship with the one that I talked about.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I gave his initials.
It's fine.
It's fine. But it was my 8-month long situationship that's when it started. And I was starting to get into partying more. And I was like consumed by working at the dining hall.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm doing great. I became lead supervisor, not even like a full year into working at the dining hall.
Yeah.
And so then I fell behind in my schoolwork again. And I did end up getting put back on academic probation because of it. Because I was like, I have to go to work. I have to work. They're relying on me.
Mm-hmm.
I basically did the job of our personnel manager. So like he was so fucking busy. Basically everything that he was supposed to do, he would put on to me. So like I created all of the employee schedules. I reached out to all the new employees. fun fact, I was one of the last interviews he did because eventually he decided that he was just going to hire anybody that applied.
Oh.
If you applied to the dining hall,
You got it.
You got immediately hired because it was always that we were always guaranteed to lose employees the moment that they worked in the dish room because the dish room is fucking awful. Like, I loved the dish room. The dish room was like my favorite place to work. I fucking ran that dish room. But a lot of people would go work in the dish room and they would immediately quit. We were always guaranteed to lose people right away.
Yeah.
So that's why he would like do this huge influx of hiring in the beginning of the year because
and see who
the weak ones would weed themselves out.
You know, I hate that, but at the same time, I agree with it, which sucks.
Right. Like,
you know?
Like, I understand the intentions.
Yeah.
But oh my God, the fucking idiots that I ended up having to work with because this is what his hiring process was. Like, he would hire all of them and then like a lot of the time some of the stupid ones would stick around and then you're stuck with them and you never know where to put them. So yeah. Yeah. And so the place was just, it was so toxic. But again, I was accepted into the supervisor clique. I was a stripe. Not only was I a stripe, I was in charge of all of the stripes, right? And I had an employee email, like a UNC employee email. And so I handled all of like I didn't handle the hiring, but I handled all the scheduling. Like I would schedule the employees and I would reach out to them and be like, hey, here are the days that you're supposed to work. If these days don't work for you, let me know. We can adjust your schedule. And like I dealt with a lot of the, like, if employees were having issues with each other, I was usually the mediator.
You see, like, I feel like me and you, like, have similar work ethics. I don't know where mine came from because, like, when I was working at the dining hall, I was, like, also very much, I had to be on top of things. I had to, like, be that person and start helping things out. So when I got sick with my stomach thing that I didn't know what was going on, I was adamant. Like, it was, like, a fear, like, an ingrained fear that I would call in for work. No one would answer, and I was terrified that no one would know I wasn't coming. So what I ended up doing multiple times is I would leave a note, hey, this is Ari. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Leave it at the dining hall and say, I'm sorry I couldn't come in. I'm dying. Aww. Thank you. And then I would like go back to my dorm and like sleep. And then I would get a phone call. Did you stop by? Yeah? Why? I'm like, I wanted to make sure you guys knew I wasn't coming. I was terrified that I would leave someone high and dry. And so when I got my evaluations done, they're like, you know what? We don't usually give a 5 for this part, but you get a 5. Because I was I really wanted to make sure they knew.
So the thing about the UNC dining hall is that they tell you school comes first, right?
They always tell you that.
When you try to put school first,
they're like, why aren't you here?
Exactly. They're like, well, we all have homework. Oh, well, we all have papers
You need to figure it out.
We all have classes. Like, you have to be here. And I, unfortunately, had that, like, mindset as well. I was like, if I had an employee try to text me, be like, hey, I can't come in tonight. I really need to work on this paper. I'll be like, figure it out. Like, you have to come in.
Yeah.
Or you have to get your shift covered. I don't care. We all have papers that we have to write. You need to be here. Like, I was that, but I was so...
You were so in the clique. You were in that mob mentality.
I was a workaholic.
Yeah.
And, like, after Zach died, I stopped going, like, I took a break from classes.
Oh.
But I still kept going to work.
That's crazy.
And I remember I worked a shift probably like the day after Zach died, because I was like,
what is wrong with you? That's unhealthy.
I needed the distraction.
I know, but honey,
I know,
no,
but like, I went in and I was like, just put me on the beverage station. It's easy. It's fine. I can do that.
But still,
and
oh my God.
My other lead supervisor was supervising that shift. I think I was actually supposed to supervise the shift, but I switched with the other lead, and he ended up covering the supervising for me.
Yeah.
So, but I still worked. And I remember we got to closing, and I was going to start, like, cleaning up the beverage stations, and he was like, go home. He was like, you should not be here. I will close Bevs for you. I was like, but I can do it. He's like, no, you get out of here. And I was like, okay, thank you. So
kudos to that person. Oh my god.
Yeah, he made me go home. Another thing about a lead supervisor is that we were also in charge of closing the building at night, so we were always like one of the last ones to leave the building. But anyways, so like he was like, I will clean up beverage station for you and I will close the building. You go home. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll leave. But I still didn't take like a break from work. Like I fell behind in my classes because I was sad.
Yeah.
I was like, my best friend just died.
I mean, rightfully so.
And like things were like so on and off with my situationship at the time. My narcissistic ex was moving back. And he was gonna like take over my dead friend's side of the lease.
Oh, that's morbid.
Yeah, it kind of was. And then also just my friend group at the time as well. So, and again, so toxic. And that's a topic for an entirely different day. But like things were falling apart with the friend group, and I just got really depressed. Mm-hmm. And so I got put back on academic probation, and I was really, really struggling. Like, it ended up, I didn't flunk out, and like I ended up being able to do enough after, that was my junior year, after my third year of college. I was able to do enough to stay off of academic probation, but I think I was on academic watch for pretty much the rest of my time in college. Like, I think I graduated with 2.1 GPA.
Yeah.
I was really bad about going to classes, but it's because I was just really depressed.
Yeah. I mean,
it was bad.
Rightfully so. I mean, like, girl, I don't think anyone would blame you for that.
Yeah. So, I feel like I've been talking a lot. Your turn. Go.
Well, bestie, I want to say we're at 52 minutes.
Holy shit.
You talked a lot this time. It's okay. I think we'll do a part 2, though.
Part 2?
Part 2.
Hell yeah.
I love our part 2s because that means like the topic really was like sizzling. Dang. And then you get to hear more about me. Well, let's have you finish up your thought.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I can close out my college experience.
Yeah,
really
go for
fast.
it. Yeah.
So I was really depressed, right? Mm-hmm. And then it comes to my 5th year of school. It was my year that I'm supposed to graduate. And I'm still really depressed. And I remember and I had just really bad senioritis. So I went to the counseling center at UNC because I was like, I'm depressed. I need to talk to someone, get myself out of this rut. And the lady that I met with, we met for maybe 15 minutes. I explained my situation, and she was like, maybe you just need to get outside more. And I was like, what? And I left that.
You just said that.
I left
what is wrong with people?
I left that session so upset and like mad, and I was like, I came to you
for help, you said go touch grass, basically.
And she's like, and then maybe we can follow up in a couple weeks.
Wow.
Like, I want regular
actual therapy, not
meetings. And like I get it wasn't like the therapy center, it was the counseling center. Yeah. So it was like the free counseling center, so they don't have as much time because it's free.
Still.
But like I'm like, clearly
you're in distress.
I'm coming to you for help. So I left that session so pissed off. I was like, fine, I'm gonna fucking do it myself. And I was like, so I set these goals. I started going to my classes more consistently, working on my stuff. And then guess what happened?
What?
COVID.
Oh God.
They're like
we're shutting everything down.
Shutting everything down. You'll just have a longer spring break. And then we never went back.
Yep.
And then I got really depressed again because now I couldn't get out of the house. I was stuck inside, which was the exact opposite of what the counselor told me to do.
Yeah. Freaking counselors.
And then I almost didn't graduate because of it. I remember I got to the end, and it was just like an LSC course.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that the term, LSC?
Licensed school counselor.
No. The LAC.
I
don't know. It was just those extra classes that don't pertain to your major.
Okay, yeah, like what they require of you
exactly
to make you feel
and
like
so,
you did something.
I remember it was a digital media class where we learned like Photoshop and shit. And I remember
that's my expertise.
Yeah. And I remember emailing my teacher. I'd be like, I know I've like slacked off this entire semester. This is the last class that I need. Is there any chance that you can like just pass me?
Just pass me.
And I was like, I know that I don't deserve it, but like I need this.
This is it.
He gave it to me.
Yay!
And so I owe a lot to that professor.
Yeah.
And I was like, he didn't have to. I wouldn't have blamed him for failing me.
Mm-hmm.
But I worked really hard on my final project for that class. I got in some of the late work that I hadn't submitted yet, and he ended up giving it to me, and I ended up graduating college in May of 2020. I did not get...
Oh. I forgot I muted everything. So I'm all pressing the buttons. I'm like, why are they working?
But yeah, so I graduated in May of 2020, and I did not get a graduation ceremony.
Oh.
I got a slideshow.
Good for you.
In December of 2020.
Did you see your pretty picture on the slideshow?
Yep, there I was on the slideshow watching it on the couch with my mom, and the moment we saw my name, we turned it off.
That's so depressing. Oh, I'm so sorry.
5 years.
And that's what you get at the end.
And I got a slideshow.
And you got a slideshow.
They invited my class back for the May 2021 commencement ceremony, but
so
at
you
that
could
point,
have a proper ceremony.
But like at that point, I'd already been out of college for a year. None of my, like all of my friends that I graduated with had already moved on as well. Like none of them were going to walk. I had started the job that I'm in now, and I was like, I don't see
the point.
Like this has been said and done for a year now.
Mm-hmm.
So
like I get it, and I totally understand like the fear that was happening at the time. It still sucks though. We could say that it still was not the best. Oh, I'm so sorry, bestie.
That's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Character development. But yeah, college, I partied a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There are many nights that I don't remember. This is why everybody thinks I'm probably an alcoholic.
And my grandma definitely thinks you're an alcoholic.
I stopped partying. Like, I threw a couple parties when I was in college, like my own parties. And I think the last time I like really partied was this Halloween party that I threw in
2019?
18.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I like didn't really party that much after that. Like I still like had like drinks with friends, but I guess at that point too I turned 21. It wasn't as cool anymore.
What's the thrill if it's legal?
Exactly. So yeah, early college we partied a lot. Late college we were really depressed because everybody kept dying.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that was Miranda's college experience.
And it took 5 years for you to get your degree.
Years.
What was your degree?
English liberal arts with a minor in writing.
Yay. Okay, I'll go do it. There we go. Got it perfectly that time.
So yeah, it was a fun time. Sorry for taking up so much of the time.
You know what? When we hit the 30-minute mark, I'm like, oh, she's still going. Cool. And then we hit 40 minutes. I can speak 20 minutes. If we hit 50, nope, we're going to need a part 2.
I definitely rambled. So that's my bad.
It's all good. That means I get to ramble next episode and gush more about my idiocity. Oh, well, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you. I don't get annoyed with Miranda's voice, please.
They'll get annoyed with Ari's voice next episode. It's fine. It's fine.
As long as it's a trade-off.
It is a trade-off. That's how this relationship goes.
Yes.
It's A&M for a reason. Okay, well, until next time, guys, thank you for listening.
Bye.
Oh, wait.
What?
We forgot our lesson of the episode.
Our lesson. Shit.
I feel like this was your episode. So what was your lesson of college days? What would you do differently for younger Miranda, maybe?
Don't drink from the other Franzia bags. Oh my God. To this day, I cannot drink
boxed wine.
Boxed wine. I love wine.
Yeah.
But boxed wine, absolutely not.
Don't drink boxed wine.
If you ever get invited to a party and they tell you that you're going to play a game called Tour de Franzia, say no.
Say no.
Or slap the bag. That's another name for it.
I like the slap the bag. It's going to make a jiggle. Like, bloop, bloop,
yeah,
bloop, bloop.
Yeah. Tour de Franzia or slap the bag. Don't do it.
That's the lesson. Okay.
That's the lesson.
You heard it here first, guys.
All right.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Bye.